Hola, buenos días.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
This is Barb.
And this is Estella.
And welcome to
Cafecito
and Crime. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful afternoon, day, night, morning, whatever it is that you're having. How are you doing today, hermana?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today, hermana?
I'm doing good, pero fíjate que I just, me cayó el pinche 20 that I'm about to have a high schooler.
Yeah?
In 4 years, I'll have a graduate.
Si Dios quiere.
Si Dios quiere. So that right there just
It hit you.
It hit me because I'm like, she was just
A bebé.
a bebé.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then the other one's going to middle school.
Yeah.
So I'm just like...
A middle schooler and a high schooler.
Are
they going to be in school at the same time?
No. No. Because remember, because...
Oh, fifth.
Yeah, so...
When he's a freshman, she's going to be already a freshman in college.
Freshman in college, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she'll graduate and then he'll be a freshman.
Starting.
Yeah.
School.
So
for the heist.
The heist, yeah. So that's crazy to me. But at the same time, thank you. I am super excited because I'm excited for her to experience that. Because I remember my high school years being... I remember them being...
I think for her, it'll be like a little bit different because she's going to just all 9th grade school.
Yeah, so everybody's in the 9th grade.
Yeah, then, high school, would be 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, so she won't do that until next year when she transitions to the bigger school. But, it's still going to be... I'm just excited for her. We went yesterday to the ¿cómo se le llama? Meet or... pick up your schedule, no sé qué chingados. And then we had to pick up the other schedule, too. So the other one now has, A and B classes. And first period, second period. And he was like, what does this mean? And I was like, oh, my God. Whatever. I'm just super excited for them, for both of them. My son needs a new start. And my daughter is, she's just my daughter. So I'm excited for them.
Yeah, I am, too.
Yeah, I'm super dope. But anyway, besides that, I'm drinking my matcha.
I'm drinking my coffee, decaf, of course, because it's already tarde.
Y luego no duerme la güey.
No, yesterday I had a full energy drink, todo. Usually I have maybe a quarter of it y lo guardo, right, in a bottle of water para que no se le pierda el...
I think you should probably keep that from telling people.
And then I drank one yesterday. I think I drank most of it around 1, and then I put it in the fridge, and then I drank it, me lo terminé around 3. And I was good, right? Because I worked out y así, toda la madre así sudé bastante, a lot. Pero ya no me puedo dormir until 1.
Mm-hmm. Can't relate. So, if I drink something that has to do with, energy and stuff, me da sueño. Because I have ADD, so. But anyhow, where are we going today, hermana?
For today's case, we are going to Conway, Arkansas.
Arkansas. Have we been to Arkansas?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to Arkansas.
I think you were just there.
I was just in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, Conway.
Mm-hmm.
Way. All right, so if you'd like to come with us to Conway, Arkansas, go ahead and grab your cafecitos.
And let's get started. So just like in my previous case, the murder of Jesse Valencia, which took place in Columbia, Missouri. They're close, right? Arkansas and Missouri.
Quién sabe, girl.
Not next to each other, but close. Mm-hmm. Which was known as, College Town, USA, due to its 3 main higher college institutions. Mm-hmm. Conway is similar in the way that it is also known as the city of colleges.
Really? Okay,
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like Columbia, Missouri, it also has 3 institutions of higher learning.
Okay.
The University of Central Arkansas, Hendrix College, and Central Baptist College. The end.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Nah.
So again, Columbia is College Town, USA, pero Conway, Arkansas is the city of colleges. Oh, girl. Are you okay? Do you need to step away for a moment?
No, I don't think I have to, but I'm glad that I might need to. I'm excited. Maybe I get diarrhea.
Oh.
You never know. Okay, so the end.
The end.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, on May 19th of 2002, at 6:45 p.m., a 911...
Not the 911. Not the 911.
Maybe I need a regular coffee instead of decaf.
I think maybe you need a Kwan.
One shot of espresso.
No, you need a 911.
Shots of espresso.
Okay.
Like real. A 911 call was placed to the police in Conway, Arkansas by a Mr. Jake Wiles, stating that a girl ran over to his house and told him that everyone in the house next door had been shot.
Oh, shit.
When the police arrived at 6 Shady Valley, an affluent subdivision, they found two men lying face down in the foyer of the home, deceased. They both appeared to have gunshot wounds to the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
The woman who had discovered the bodies was named Brandi. And when she spoke to detectives after they arrived on the scene, ella les dijo that she believed the victims, who she believed the victims to be. The older gentleman of the two was 48-year-old Carter Elliott, whom she was dating.
Okay.
And the other man was 25-year-old Timmy Wayne Robertson. Mm-hmm. The homeowner was Carter, and Timmy was a friend of his who at times spent the night. But at that time, he was living there momentarily. After giving detectives brief information, she agreed to go to the police station for a formal interview. As detectives searched the crime scene, they found that there was a white towel on one of the men's heads, like atrás, en la cabeza. And the other men had fibers from the same towel. They were able to conclude right away that whoever had shot the man had used the towel to drown out the gunshot wounds, or the gunshots, I'm sorry. While there was no murder weapon found at the scene, they did find a single .45 caliber slug inside a baseball cap.
Oh, well, maybe the hat flew off, maybe?
But the caliber slug was, it wasn't spent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
It was also evident that it hadn't been any type of robbery. Nothing was missing. And then the men's wallets were still there in the house. There was also no forced entry. So the home was dusted for fingerprints and police went through the trash, but they didn't find anything pointing, no type of lead or anything like that. They spoke to the neighbors hoping to get some sort of lead to see if maybe somebody had heard something, but no one did. Nada. No gunshot wounds, no loud noises or disturbances. So whatever was found at the scene or whatever, it was sent off to the crime lab for analysis. Mm-hmm. So who were Carter Elliott and Timmy Wayne Robertson? Edmund Carter Elliott was from a small town in Helena, Arkansas, and was born to parents Clara Gale and Billy Bob Elliott. I like Billy Bob. I like that name.
Okay.
For like a grandpa.
You imagine if you were to name your child Billy Bob, what would your mom be able to call him?
Billy? My mom can say Billy Bob.
Did you just listen to yourself, you idiot?
Yes.
Billy Bob. Billy Bob. You imagine? No.
How would you call?
Not in Spanish? There's no way. It's Billy Bob is in English.
Yeah.
So you couldn't translate that to Spanish.
Billy?
Billy.
Billy?
Billy.
Billy Bob?
Okay. That's bad.
Carter was born on October 28, 1953.
Wait, that means he had three names. Billy Bob Elliott.
No. Billy Bob era su papá. He was born to parents Clara Gale and Billy Bob Elliott. Elliott is the last name.
Oh, yo pensé que Billy Bob Elliott. Dije yo, okay, that's a lot of fucking names.
No. So that was his dad's name, the Carter. I believe he was one out of 4 children, and he attended El Dorado High School.
Okay, hold on. Before you move on, Carter is the younger guy or the older guy?
The older gentleman.
Okay, the older gentleman.
Yes.
Okay.
So Carter didn't attend college, but busted his ass and worked extremely hard and later became a real estate investor. He later founded the multi-million-dollar company Dedco Industries of Conway.
Not multi-million.
Multi-million, bitch. A chemical plant.
Wow.
That, according to its website, offers a robust portfolio of over 24 premium chemical products specifically designed to maintain and enhance the performance of trucks. Así, 18-wheelers y toda la madre así.
Ah, yo pensé que como para limpiar and shit, chemicals para limpiar.
When he was 20, Carter married a young woman named Lark Swatz, who was 18 at the time. I think she was a senior in high school. They went on to have 2 children together, Trey and Ashley Elliott. The couple later separated and divorced in 1992 after 18 years together.
Wow.
Yeah. Carter was known to be a social butterfly and had a larger-than-life personality. While he wasn't perfect, because he could be a dick, he was philanthropic and gave back to many charities. He was also a member of Church Alive in Conway and supported many ministries. Essentially, if you were in his life, he took care of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he had a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah.
So he had multi-millions.
But that would be his company, no? Not him?
Well, yeah, but the company was revenuing multi-millions, so he at least had one. ¿No? Me imagino, ¿no?
He only had 1 million?
Pues yo digo...
Minimum.
Because if the company's multi-million y es tuya...
But how many multi-million?
Por eso, maybe it's two.
Maybe
Because
it's
if it's
more than
two,
one.
if it's more than one, sí. Por eso te digo, o sea, si es más de uno, es multi. Y entonces...
Pero if there's like board members y toda la madre, you know?
Sí, güey, pero the owner, él nada más te agarra el dinero, güey.
Yeah.
Like the people I assume. I don't know because I'm not a multi-million-dollar company owner or business or nothing. Mm-hmm. Pero I'm guessing que él más está de que, hey, lo que se cobra, me lo dan.
No, well, I'm sure he's involved. I mean, he founded it. So
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But I guess you learn to delegate. When you're at that level, you're like, I ain't doing shit.
Bruh, exactly. I have enough money to pay all you little rats. Y'all better go make my little money, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. And I would call you bitch. Go make my money, bitch. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bitch, you're not a pimp.
No, I'm just kidding. For real. Ho, go make my money. No.
So one of the people he ended up helping out was a young man who he met through a family friend who was Timmy Wayne Robertson. Timmy was born on May 24th of 1976.
I have a question.
Yes.
¿Se llama Timmy?
Timmy Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, say something. If you want to say it, say it.
Shit. I'm just saying que se llamaba Timmy. That's it.
Timmy Turner?
Like Timmy Turner.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, pero Timmy Wayne. A ver, Timmy Wayne en español.
Timmy?
Wayne.
Wow. Ese está chido.
Más que Billy Bob.
Más que Billy Bob. No, your mom, no. You know what?
A ver, mi dad.
No, your dad is even worse. No. Your dad is a little bit better than your mom.
Yeah.
Pero you know what? We're going to write these names down.
O tu dad.
No, my dad would probably make it worse just to make fun of him.
A ver, ¿cómo le haría tu dad?
I don't know, but my dad, he's an asshole.
Billy Bob, a la chingada, algo así, no sé cómo.
So what we're going to do is we're going to write these names down.
Oh, and
record her.
Saying it. And then we will bring it back to you guys. Okay. If anybody cares.
Not that anybody cares what my mother-in-law would say, but y'all should because she's amazing. So.
Yeah. Now, so Timmy was born in Dumas, Arkansas, to parents James Wayne and Sherry Denise Robertson. I wasn't able to find much detail about his early life or really much about his life, only that Timmy had a rough upbringing and attended and graduated Star City High School. He was actually part of the same church as Carter. Now, I'm not sure if that's where they got introduced or I'm not really sure. But
yeah, because you said it was family friends, so maybe they would go to church together.
Yeah.
You never know.
And then actually Timmy went on to work as a foreman at Detco Industries, que era la compañía de Mr. Carter, pues.
That's actually pretty good for a young kid because he was only
25.
Oh, I thought you said he was 18.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
he was in his 20s.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty good though, still.
Yeah. So according to Ashley, Timmy became like another son to Carter and a brother to her. He'd be around for family functions, birthdays. He attended weddings con ella.
Como que lo adoptó y todo, casi.
Yeah.
Por decir algo.
Yeah. He was part of the family. So when they were both discovered to be, deceased, essentially executed, I mean, who gets shot in the back of the head, People wondered which of the two was the intended target. When detectives sat down with Brandi, they learned that she and Carter had actually been seeing each other since the previous fall. Remember, this happened in May. Mm-hmm. So she said that they had been dating since the previous fall and that they hadn't even had a disagreement yet.
Okay.
She said that she had last talked to Carter the night before on May 18th, around 10, while she was in Nashville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So Conway, ellos estaban en Conway, and then Brandi dice que ella estaba en Nashville.
Yo quiero ir a Nashville.
Yo también. The next day, when she arrived back in Arkansas, she and a friend made their way to Carter's house. And that's when she walked into the horrific scene. She said that when she opened the door, that Carter's body was right in front of her with his head right at her feet.
So then when's the last time that she actually spoke to him?
The night before.
On the phone? The night before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Y ella iba a llegar el domingo.
El domingo.
Y llegó y se fue a la casa de él. Y es cuando entró a la casa y vio todo eso.
Okay. So anytime between 10 o'clock. Hey, anytime between 10 o'clock.
The previous day. She said that when she looked up, she saw another person and knew exactly who it was. It was Timmy. She was asked if she had any idea who would want to harm Carter and Timmy, and she said that she had no idea. She had no clue. Brandi's phone records were pulled to confirm her story, and sure enough, she said she was where she said that she was, out of town. So she was ruled out as a suspect. When results of the autopsy became available, according to the ME's report, Dr. Stephen A. Erickson, Carter and Timmy died due to gunshot wounds to the back of the head late Saturday night.
So only one gunshot wound on each person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They both had been lying flat on the floor when they were shot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Pero estaban volteados boca abajo? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the bullets that had been used were Glaser blue safety slugs, which are a rare type of ammunition. Mm. According to Dr. Erickson, in his 19 years of practice, he had only seen this type of bullet once before.
What is it called? So I can look it up and I can see if it's a blue gun.
It actually has a blue tip. It's called Glaser blue safety slug.
Glaser?
Not like a glacier, but like a glazer. Like laser, but G first. So it is a professional grade defense ammunition, which causes a lot of damage.
Oh, it does. It does not that it does cause a lot of damage, but it does have a
blue tip.
A blue tip, yeah.
Yeah. So
y
that
luego, oh shit, tiene como unas bolitas adentro.
Well, yeah, I mean, it causes a lot of damage. So
Mira,
I'm sure when it hits it, a lo mejor explota when it hits the intended target, you know?
Dude, those bitches are huge.
See, wait, I'm telling you, it's professional grade ammunition.
So, fuck, that's crazy.
So that same bullet that was found to have killed Timmy and Carter was the same one that was found at the crime scene inside the baseball hat that was unspent.
Okay. So basically whoever had that gun also shot them and left just one with... That's crazy.
Yeah. The next person that detectives reached out to was his ex-wife, Lark. Carter's, of course. During her interview, she gave them a rundown of her history with Carter. Again, she told them that they divorced in 1992 after a not-so-pretty end to their marriage. According to Ashley, her parents had a roller coaster of a relationship. Carter worked a lot and was away a lot of the time, while Lark took care of everything else, the home, the kids, and such.
So I'm looking up the gun, and the only thing the gun says is an exploding pistol ammo. So this thing probably once explodes inside of the...
Imagine being
crazy.
shit in the... Being shit.
Not the shit.
Being shot in the back of the head with that.
So it says it assures smooth and reliable feeding in all firearms, custom stored jacket designed for maximum and consistent performance. Compressed 12 shot with uniform density ensures target accuracy, ideally suited for areas with a warmer climate and lighter clothing. I don't know what that makes a difference, but that's the anatomy of the slug. So imagine the gun is huge. The gun is like humongous because those things are big.
Yeah.
So but they could find somebody that has something like that registered, no?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they said that was that's a rare
very
type
specific,
of ammunition to use. Like who the fuck uses that?
I don't know. Somebody
Obviously, whoever killed Carter and Timmy. Pero again, like I just mentioned, Carter worked a lot and was away a lot of the time while Lark took care of everything else, the home, the kids, and such. Over time, the couple began to argue more. And Carter, it seemed that he was a hard man to be married to. He would make Lark cry a lot.
Aww.
And when he was in a mood, like everybody else suffered for it, you know? Things were so tense in the home that it was like everybody was walking on eggshells. After the two separated, Ashley se movió con su mom, so ella se quedó con su mom y Trey se quedó con su dad. Initially, Lark and Ashley moved to a different home, which was within walking distance of the family home.
Los niños se quedaron con la señora, ¿no?
No, I just said que él se quedó con el dad y ella se quedó con la mom.
Ah, okay, I'm sorry. I got confused. Okay.
Eventually, Lark and Ashley moved to Salt Lake City, Utah, which is where they lived at the time of today's case. Lark told detectives that she, like I just said, she now lived in Salt Lake City, Utah, and had remarried a doctor named Richard Conte, which they call him Dick. I don't know why.
Richard's, they call him Richard's Dick.
Why? And why do people call William Bill?
I don't know.
Who comes up with these names?
I don't know, but I think that they started calling people Dick, but they didn't realize that they were calling people dicks, I guess, like penises. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah. So his name's Richard Conte or Conte.
That sounds like you're saying a bad word.
Whatever. So, but like I said, within this case, I'll call him as he was known, Dick. She stated that she didn't have anything to do with what happened to Carter and Timmy. And at the time of the murder, she was in Salt Lake City, Utah.
With Dick.
With Dick, which was over 1,000 miles away. You said that very excited.
Yeah.
With Dick.
With Dick. Pues estaba con Dick.
Her phone and other records later confirmed her alibi. You know, she was ruled as a suspect. Ruled out as a suspect,
She was with Dick.
Since the current girlfriend and ex-wife of Carter were ruled out as suspects, you know, usually those are the primary suspects at the beginning of a case. The focus then shifted to Timmy.
Yeah, to see what was up with him.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he was the intended target. You never know. After interviewing his friends and family, detectives were no closer to a lead. As far as anyone knew, Timmy had no real enemies, not even remotely close to one. So the intended target had to be Carter, right? Mm-hmm. And then somehow Timmy must have gotten caught up in the crossfire.
I mean, I don't know, but 25 and you have no haters? You know, somebody has to.
What if you're introverted?
That's true.
Y no sales.
That's true.
2002 también?
Yeah, maybe. There's not a lot of social media, you know?
At all.
At all? So maybe you're right. But, you know, somebody could have been jealous of him at work.
I mean, people have stalkers and stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people have stalkers.
And soon they would receive a tip that would point in the direction that maybe it had something to do
with Carter.
With Carter.
Okay.
I like that name. Carter, say it in Spanish.
Carter. Please don't name your child Carter because I will.
Yeah. You say Carter?
Carter. I mean, este guachito, Carter.
So the tip informed detectives about a local businessman who had partnered up with Carter, and the two did business together.
You know what would be crazy? If the tip came from Dick.
Wow.
Get it?
Get it?
Get it?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So, again, according to the tip...
Dick's tip.
Shut up. It wasn't Dick.
It wasn't Dick.
No.
He wasn't there.
I mean, he didn't give the tip.
He wasn't there. He didn't give the tip.
So this local businessman and Carter, they would often clash and exchange some not so nice words. So detectives were thinking if maybe a business deal went wrong.
So basically what you're saying is that Carter was kind of a little bit of a hothead, like se enojaba por todo, like, or...
I'm not sure. I just know that when
he was married, he was maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I don't know how he was in business, to be honest.
I'm just trying to think about like how to picture him.
I know people get heated in like, especially when it comes to business and their money.
And money.
Especially if you own multiple businesses.
Yeah,
because he had partnered up with this.
Not pouring it up.
Local businessman and
hubo pedo pues.
Hubo pedo multiple times. Se gritaban, se rayaban la madre.
Oh shit.
So that's why detectives were thinking if maybe a business deal gone wrong was the reason why Carter and Timmy ended up being killed. So Carter's business partner was 38-year-old Danny Cook. He was brought in for an interview and he told detectives about the nature of their business relationship and how it began. He stated that, yes, they had their arguments, but that it was just business and that Carter was his best friend.
Not the best friend.
The bestie bro. And that he didn't
But you know what? Sometimes your best friend be stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, especially when it
has to do with money.
People go...
Because what is the root of all evil?
Dinero.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he didn't have anything to do with what happened. At the time of the murders, he said that he was in bed with a really bad stomachache y que tomó medicina para el dolor y que it knocked him out. Now, later, his wife and his son do confirm his alibi that he was at home at the time of the murders.
Did they check his phone?
Regardless, A warrant was executed for the financial records of the business he and Carter shared.
To see cómo estaba el money.
Yeah. They wanted to make sure there weren't any money issues or discrepancies since Danny stated that he was in charge of paying the bills.
Okay. Of his bestie.
Of their business, pues.
Okay, pues.
So during the investigation of the financial records, detectives learned that some of Danny's employees suspected that Carla, Danny's wife, and Carter might have been having some sort of romantic relationship.
A la madre. No,
So,
esto va far.
If not a financial motive, maybe
a love interest motive.
An affair motive.
Oh.
You know? So detectives, of course, spoke to Carla about the rumor, and she told them that she and Carter flirted with each other, but that nothing was going on between them and that she considered him a brother-type figure.
Okay.
Do you flirt with your brother-type figures?
Not me necessarily.
Yeah.
Because I don't
That's
do that.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Why would you say that about a brother-type figure?
Pero she said that she would flirt with him.
Yeah, she said that she would flirt with Carter, but okay, it was nothing more than that. She saw him as a brother type.
Okay.
Whatever. And when Danny was asked, of course they brought this up to Danny. We were like, hey, we heard this rumor about your wife and Carter. He maintained that he didn't suspect that they were having any sort of relationship. Danny was then ruled out as a suspect.
Okay.
So detectives continued to dig into Carter's life and interviewed business partners, former employees, investors, acquaintances.
I mean, he knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was nothing noteworthy that they learned. But that was about to change in a very unexpected way that no one saw coming.
Dun, dun, dun.
So at this point, back in Salt Lake City, Utah, Lark and her husband, Dick, were going through a separation.
Oh, shit. ¿Ya tan rápido? Pero it wasn't Dick's tip.
No, it wasn't. About a month after the murders, Ashley received a call. I believe it was June 20th, June 21st, por ahí. Ashley received a startling phone call regarding her mom, Lark. She was informed that her mom hadn't been showing up to work, which was, of course, out of character for her. Mm-hmm. So this Ashley tried to reach out to her mom y no le contestó. De por sí ya tenía días que no hablaba con ella. Mm-hmm. So this left Ashley with a bad feeling. And since she had been flying back and forth between Salt Lake City and Conway since the murders, for being there for this investigation and todo eso, I don't think she was in Utah at the time that this call came through. So she contacted the Salt Lake Police Department and asked them to perform a welfare check on her mom. When police arrived at Lark's residence, they didn't get a response when they knocked on the door. So after they gained access into the home and looked around, there was no sign of her. There was, though, a mess throughout the house.
Oh, shit.
There was shit all over the place. Her bed wasn't made, and her closet was in disarray.
Girl, if they would have come to my house right now, that's how my fucking house would look. Like, my bed is not made.
They're like, did something happen
dishes
here?
everywhere. Did something happen? No, that's just my normal time.
Day to day.
Day to day.
So where was Lark? Did something happen to her, or was she on the run from police regarding Carter and Timmy's murders? Mm-hmm. Ashley and Trey contacted Lark's second husband, soon-to-be ex-husband Dick, to see if he knew anything about Lark. When they got him on the phone, he was crying.
Okay.
Just a mess on the phone, saying how sorry he was.
Sorry about what, Dick?
They learned that Dick had taken Lark by force.
A la madre.
In a twisted attempt to win her back somehow. They were both currently at his cabin, which was outside of Carson City, Nevada.
So allá la tenía.
Ajá.
Encerrada.
Sí.
El Dick.
No
mames.
Dick allowed Ashley and Trey to talk to their mother, and according to Ashley, Lark seemed out of it, but she was able to communicate that she was there against her will, and that Dick was not well.
So le pasó el teléfono a su mamá.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was unstable, and then he was threatening to kill himself and Lark.
Oh my goodness. Where did this come from? Like, this went fucking south quickly.
This man is an ER doctor.
Okay.
Just saying. Is that supposed to mean something? You would just think that a doctor has it like more together,
Not really. They go through a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Afraid of what Dick might do to their mother and himself, Ashley immediately contacted the Nevada Police Department. Because remember, they're not in Utah.
No, they're in
Nevada.
Yeah,
and reported what had happened to the Nevada police. So the Nevada police had to tread lightly here. They had a negotiator on the phone with Dick trying to de-escalate the situation. So Dick rambled on a lot. And in all of that, he told the negotiator on the phone that Lark agreed to go with him and was not taken against her will.
Okay.
After some time, Dick thankfully thankfully surrendered and was taken into custody. Mm-hmm. And Lark was taken to the hospital as a precaution solamente. After her checkup, Lark relayed the events to the police. She said that Dick had been waiting at her home, and then he threatened her at gunpoint, drugged her, put her in the back of his truck, and then drove from Salt Lake City, Utah, to Carson City, Nevada, which, if I'm not mistaken, is about a 7.5 to 8 hour drive. Mm-hmm. When she came to, she was tied to a chair and was being held against her will for days.
Wow. So how long was she there?
Days.
Sí, pendeja, pero ¿cuántos?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's because you said that her daughter had not been talking to her, so that she had not heard from her. So that's why I was like, well.
When Dick was interviewed back at the Douglas County Sheriff's Station, he stated that his separation from Lark drove him crazy.
Okay.
Literally, I guess.
Yeah.
To him, the fact that she didn't want to be married to him anymore sent him over the edge. It took many hours into the interview, but in the end, he finally admitted to everything that he had done, which matched what Lark had stated had happened. He also stated that in his mind, if she went back to Carson City with him, maybe something could have been rekindled between the two of them.
Yeah, I don't think so. Especially whenever you're taking somebody by force and then using drugs. Yeah, I think not.
I think they have to agree.
Yeah, y'all have to be like in agreement on going together. Not one, not the other.
Not waiting for somebody.
Or not drugged. That'd be great too.
Or threatening.
Or threatening. Or with a gun.
Now, I'm not sure how the interview got to this point, what I'm about to say next, but they did. During that same interview, Dick stated that Lark had her ex-husband murdered.
Oh, shit.
Which took detectives by surprise. Remember, these are Nevada detectives.
Okay,
not Utah, not Arkansas.
No. So Lark is over here just spilling the tea, spilling all the beans.
This is Dick.
I mean, Dick. Dick. Sorry, my bad.
Yes. When asked what the name of her ex-husband was, he said, Carter Elliott. With this new information, the detectives in Nevada contacted the detectives in Arkansas, who were, of course, on the case. Now, they were probably like, finally, a lead.
A break, yeah.
Yeah, because up to this point, they had nothing. And the ex-wife of a recent murder victim being abducted not long after that murder wasn't a coincidence to them. Like, they felt like maybe something was going on. Like, eso no pasó por nada.
Like, como que algo había ahí.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the Arkansas detectives made their way to Nevada to interview Dick. When asked if he had ever met Carter, he said no.
Oh.
Yes. He said that the most he did was talk to him on the phone when he was like, I guess, Lark. And I'm assuming it was just like pleasantries, like, hi, how are you
doing?
Yeah,
whatever.
Todo eso. When he was asked where he was the night of May 18th, the night that Carter and Timmy were killed, he said that he worked the night of the 15th, got off work, then drove to his cabin in Duck Creek, Utah.
Okay.
He had another cabin in Utah.
Oh, I mean, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
I guess.
And
I want one cabin. He has two.
Yeah. And he didn't leave that cabin until the 21st. So he got off, I guess his last shift on the 15th, was off for 6 days, and then left that cabin the 21st. So 6 días.
Okay. Encerrado.
Según.
Okay.
When asked if he talked to somebody while he was there, he said that he couldn't recall if he did or not. I don't know if they meant if he saw neighbors outside or he called in a pizza. Quién sabe.
Pero no se acuerda.
No se acuerda. That was pretty much everything that they got from him. And throughout the whole interview, he seemed calm, como que ya le habían dado un calmante o algo. And he seemed like he wanted to be cooperative. Afterward, Dick was charged with Clark's kidnapping because he kidnapped somebody.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially.
He did.
He took it.
He
did.
And he admitted it,
Yeah. The investigation into him regarding Carter and Timmy's murder began, and a search warrant was executed for his home. Now, inside this cabin, a mess. Mm-hmm. As if a tornado had gone through it.
Hey, don't come over to my house then.
No, it was dirty with things scattered all over the place and knocked over. And it is reported that it was obvious that animals had been in and out of the cabin.
Like,
Un deer.
oh.
That's why I'm thinking, like, what animals would be in a cabin? A deer?
Un deer, un bear and shit.
Oh, like spiders and stuff?
No mames.
Lizards?
Pero para que se mueva todo eso, o sea,
Para que dejen como sacate adentro o algo así, like
sí.
twigs and
no,
stuff.
like shit everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
obviamente, no va a ser una ratas.
pelusa.
O ratas.
Yeah. Pelos.
Raccoons.
Yeah.
Otters.
Yeah. But what detectives didn't expect to find were a shit ton of firearms.
Oh, shit.
Not one, not dos, but a whole armory.
Oh, los tenía colgados, compa.
They were all over the place. One detective stated that anywhere that you reached your arm towards, you could get a gun.
Well, maybe it was for his safety.
And another detective stated that Dick had more firepower at the cabin than the whole SWAT team.
Su puta madre. No mames. Danger. So he had everything.
There were also cameras.
O sea, se creía pinche, ¿cómo se llama? Policeman or qué? FBI and shit.
All over the house, and there was a large hook hanging from the ceiling in the bedroom. They described it as the type where you hang meat.
Oh.
Also,
I thought it was a hook like for you to put like a pole and shit, you know? Like freaky dicky shit.
If you want, I don't know what kind of. There were also silver rings.
Dicen, I don't know.
There were also silver rings that were embedded into his bedpost.
Maybe he was a freak.
As they continued to search, they found maps to Conway, Arkansas.
Oh.
Notes about Carter Elliott, such as where he lived, his address, and, more details about him.
Pero I thought you said that he never talked to him.
He didn't.
Oh, never met him.
Right.
Mean. Okay.
There were also letters from Dick to Lark, where he stated that, quote, I will do anything and everything to keep us together, end quote.
Okay.
But it doesn't end there.
There's more.
There was a plethora of books on how to be a silent assassin.
Not the books. That's some shit that you would have.
How to be a silent assassin?
No, that's some shit. Like, you know how other people would be like, you would have like Google searches on how to do that. No, you would buy the whole fucking book. Like,
como that case that we did where they killed La Girlfriend, the guy who had been a previous football player, that she bought the book that she said that it was for her son's school project.
Yeah. That'd be you. You would be like, I am going to...
Not the physical copy, but on my Kindle.
No, I mean like, check her Kindle. Check her fucking Kindle, because she probably would have how to be a serial killer.
You know what I just recently realized? I logged into my Houston Public Library account. Like, I have an account with the public library. And I could request a library card and stuff.
Okay.
I was trying to find books. Like, Ashley wrote a book for this case, but I couldn't find it.
But yeah.
But
you would be the one.
It says that I've been having my account active since 2013.
Mm-hmm. You would be the one to buy the whole fucking book.
And you would look it up on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to... I like short form shit. Like,
okay.
I'm going to be like, a ver, just get to
I have 2 minutes.
You're going too slow. What else do I have to do? Do it quickly. Y tú no. Page by page. No. I just need to know now what I have to do to be an assassin.
Yeah.
Pero no.
No, well,
He has a whole book?
Books.
Oh, more than one.
Sí, güey. No, pues sí, te estoy diciendo that there was a plethora of books on how to be a silent assassin.
I mean, sometimes you have to have options.
No, wait, but who's publishing these books that a civilian can just fucking buy the book?
That I can't answer, because I'm not going to look it up in my phone. But I'm pretty sure that there's, I mean, come on, you can find a book on everything, just like you can find a TikTok on everything.
Yeah. And besides all of that, you'll never guess what else they found.
Drugs.
They found blue tip glacier slugs.
Wow, that is an alarming news.
Which were similar to the type of ammunition used to kill Carter and Timmy, and the one that was found unspent in the hat at the crime scene. Now remember, this was a specific type of ammunition that was rare, and not anybody had it. If they did, kind of pointed them to let them know, that they most likely have something to do with the murders.
No, not only that, but based on what I read, it sounds like it's like for like the wilderness, like you're going to kill an animal or something. So it sounded like he would use that for a particular...
But it was
hunting,
It was como decía que it was like a professional grade.
Yeah, professional grade, like for hunting, I guess, or whatever.
But he has how to be a silent assassin.
That right there is, I can't explain that one. But what I'm saying is...
And having more ammunition than a SWAT team?
That's a lot. That's a lot of guns. Sometimes I wish I could see the inside of those places. Just to look.
Like, what? How?
And like...
How much money is in this cabin in firearms?
Exactly. And how can no one notice that they're buying all of these fucking guns?
Only one person.
How?
Like one person is buying, because I'm assuming he had his license. I don't know if you needed it in Nevada or not.
I was about to say, I don't know how that works over
or
there.
In Utah.
But here,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. So honestly, you could have whatever you want here, but I don't know how it works over there. But what I'm saying is, like, how is it that people can just buy, like, I get it, it's 2002.
Right.
But how is it that
yeah,
people can just buy like this amount of, I mean, now we're not talking about just regular guns. I'm talking about like big ass guns with all this ammunition and shit.
Professional grade slugs.
That's going to explode.
And I understand being into, guns. There's people that, like guns, go to gun shows, blah, 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 blah. Si tienes una, dos, tres, así. I can understand that.
Leve. Pero...
More than a SWAT team?
That's a lot. Because maybe you should donate them to the SWAT team because they might need them.
Or can find a better use for them.
100%. Than you just having them. I don't know.
Well, hold on.
It's never ending.
Hold on. We can go on about this forever.
Yes, we can.
So evidence that was collected was taken back to, of course, Arkansas, right? So if Dick was involved, what was the motive?
I think that the motive was because I think his almost ex-wife was like, I'm going to go back with
Carter. Her name was Lark.
So Carter, she was like, oh, I'm going to either lo iba a dejar para regresarse con él, or they had some sort of money connection. Some sort of money, something. Connection.
Okay, you're sort of on the correct path. So to learn more about Dick, detectives brought in Lark, of course.
Lark, come in.
According to her, she felt that Dick always led two different lives. One was that of a competent ER doctor who was an upstanding member of his community, and the other was one of someone who was quote unquote bizarre and was obsessed with weapons and had them everywhere.
And why didn't she bring this to police in the first place?
And Lark wasn't the only one subjected to Dick's bizarreness, I guess, if you can say.
The what?
His bizarreness.
Oh, bizarre. Okay.
Later, Ashley writes in the book, I think I just mentioned it right now, she wrote about the murders called The Demon in Disguise, that she was never a fan of Dick. Right off the bat, he was odd and very creepy at times, and she said that he was very awkward, like in his personality.
How do you go from like wanting to marry someone and like, being with this person, and then all of a sudden he's a weirdo? How does that happen? You know what I mean? Like, That's crazy to me, because te casas con ellos and you're there and you see them every day, whatever. And then next thing you know,
well, you'll understand how their relationship was now and how that could have happened,
Okay.
She goes on to say that he would show off or talk about being a contract mercenary for a private entity under U.S. Armed Forces.
Okay.
And that he did this on the side of being an emergency room doctor. It was like a side hustle.
I don't think that if you are really a mercenary guy, whatever you just said.
Contract mercenary for a private entity under the U.S. Armed Forces.
That right there, you're going to tell anybody.
I don't think you're allowed to.
No.
Right?
That's something you keep to yourself.
Like, you have to be ghosty, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I could never be that, because I would tell everybody. Be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go kill this guy over there.
I have a mission.
I'm on a mission, guys. Woo! Yeah!
He also dressed the part.
Órale.
Yeah, he wore a lot of military boots and combat gear. Yeah. And he even walked with a limp that he blamed on a wound from Vietnam War.
Was he in Vietnam?
I don't know.
Did he actually get hurt?
I can't say that for sure.
Okay. So then you're telling me that this motherfucker had to remember to walk with the limp every day to say that he was in the Vietnam War. That's commitment.
I mean, when was the Vietnam War? What, 70s?
I don't know.
And then we learned that he went to medical school in the 80s, so maybe he could have been in the Vietnam War.
Maybe. Yeah.
Now, back when he and Lark were dating, she recalled an instance, Ashley, where Dick showed Ashley and her boyfriend at the time, Corey, a fresh bullet wound on his back from a military mission for the U.S. government.
Okay.
In another instance, she mentioned that while helping her mom move from Texas to Utah, they were carrying and unloading boxes. And when out of the blue, Dick was around and it was just her, and I think it was just Lark, the three of them. Dick told her that if she ever wanted to kill someone, that the key to pulling it off is, quote, to put the body in a black plastic garbage bag with heavy chains and locks and dump the secure package into a deep body of water. The bag would sink to the bottom and remain there for all time, end quote.
Okay. So you're telling me that we're just standing here moving day, boxes, ropa, ganchos and shit. Y you're just going to come up and tell me, oh, hey, you know what? Si quieres matar a alguien,
This is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
For all times. They're never going to find it. For all time.
No. Yeah.
Like, I would just be like...
I'd just be like...
Okay, so what's for lunch?
Yeah, like, okay.
And you're probably thinking, where did he come from?
Not really thinking that, but yeah.
Or how did Lark meet this man?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lark's brother-in-law, Kevin went to medical school with Dick in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And the two kept in touch. And that's how they ended up being introduced. The two began casually dating in the summer of 2000. And they became exclusive in January of 2001. They became engaged in April or May of 2001.
Damn, that was quick.
With a civil ceremony being held on October 19 of that same year, and a church ceremony on December 1st of 2001.
Okay.
Most of their relationship was long distance. And so after they got married, Lark visited his Carson City home for the very first time.
So she really didn't know much about him.
His home life.
His home life, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
Which is where he truly lived. Like, he worked in Nevada, Carson City. And she saw the mess that it was and the weapons that he had everywhere.
He didn't try to clean up a little bit? Like, let me déjame limpio aquí.
No, pues ya me casé.
Ya, pues ya, que pinches.
Ya es mi wife.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking guns, we're talking knives, we're talking clothes with guns in pockets.
Okay.
We're talking...
like pinches, ¿cómo se llamaban estas las...
Fanny packs?
No, los belts con todas las pinches guns así metidas and all the ammunition and shit.
Yeah, not only did, también como the How to Be a Silent Assassin books, pero también había mercenary magazines. All over the floor también. War movies.
Y los books.
Military magazines.
Sí, porque leía todo, pues eso.
Ashley believes that when her mom saw his home, like his main home, it was Lark's wake-up call and what prompted the beginning of the end for their relationship.
She was probably like...
Como que ella captó y que dijo...
Holy shit, ¿a dónde me vine a meter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to Lark's interview. She explained to detectives that she didn't want to be involved with somebody like Dick, and which was the reason for their separation. She initially told him that she was unhappy and wanted to divorce on Valentine's Day. Remember, they just got married by church on December 1st, and then they had the civil ceremony was
October. So that next Valentine's.
Yeah, like months later.
2 months.
From December.
Yeah. She was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, ya no me gustó esto.
No me
este
gustó.
pedo ya como que...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ashley does mention that, like Dick was odd and stuff like that, but she says that her mom felt that she liked that he had money porque she liked nice things.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Pero lo más que...
I mean, at least she saw it and the shit, it was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm out. Like I said, when she told him that she wanted a divorce, that she wasn't happy, empezó a llorar.
No, pues sí.
He begged her to not leave him because it was going to be embarrassing for him. She ended up filing for divorce on May 8th, 2002.
So I wonder if he had been married before.
After she left him for good, he wouldn't leave her alone. He called her nonstop, sent her flowers, gift, jewelry, and cards to her home and her job. When that didn't work, things began to escalate. According to Lark, it seemed that maybe Dig had grown jealous of the recent communication she and Carter have been having regarding Ashley's upcoming wedding. And more recently, her engagement party, which was scheduled for April 13th, 2002. While the two hadn't gotten along in the past, remember, they had a very
it was rocky.
rocky relationship. It seemed that they had put their differences aside or behind them for the time being.
As you should.
Yeah.
Because you know who matters? Your children.
As Dick has stated, he was willing to do anything and everything to get Lark back, including eliminating what he saw as competition that would prevent him from doing so.
Okay, pero ¿por qué mató al muchachito?
Porque estaba ahí.
Oh, lo miró.
Possibly in his declining mental health, that like he saw it this way. You know what I mean? Like we can think about it rationally, but when you're, you know, as kids say it, crashing out.
Not to crash it out.
Yeah, that's what, you know, is that the proper way to use it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, you're asking the wrong one because I'd be saying some stupid shit. And Emma's like, that's not right, Mom.
Again, Dick stated that he wasn't in Arkansas the night of the murders.
Yeah, he said he was solo. 4 días allá encerrado. 6.
But when his vehicle was seized and searched, investigators found adult diapers and gas cans in it.
Not the adult diapers. Don't do it.
So, bitch, why would you need adult diapers?
I don't know.
Are you going on a road trip?
Maybe.
Are you needing to get somewhere really fast where you need to not stop?
But you know what? What's crazy to me is like, why the adult diaper? Bitch, párate a miar, güey. O sea, no seas marrano. Párate a miar. I mean, you're a man. You can just te paras y meas así outside the window. Yeah.
What if you have to poop?
You poop. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Te paras y ya.
Well, it's because he was in a hurry. Possibly, maybe. I mean, allegedly.
I don't know about you, but when you have a good flow, when you don't have a problem pooping, you más entras, vas y sales, ya. But you need to wear the diapers.
But you don't want to waste any time.
Sí, güey. Luego you're gonna
like I can think about it. I know what you're saying, but we're thinking logically.
Okay.
People aren't well, so that's why people buy adult diapers to go murder people.
Saying. Okay.
So detectives looked at the gap time between the last call Dick made from his landline in Duck Creek, Utah, to the first one he made on Sunday after the murders. And there was enough time in that time frame where he could have made the over 1,300-mile drive there and back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. While the circumstantial evidence was compelling, there was no physical evidence.
Not only that, but
putting Dick in Carter's home that night.
Which that makes sense. But what I'm saying is, he said that que esta Lark lo había mandado matar.
Yeah.
So what about that? Like they
had nothing to... Lark was not involved.
Oh, okay.
From what we find out, you know? Also, while the ammunition that was found in his home was similar to the one found at the scene, the bullet hadn't been matched to any weapon that had been found in his home. As the investigation continued, Dick was charged, like I said, with abducting Lark, to which he pleaded guilty for a plea deal and was sentenced to the maximum of 15 years. But with good behavior, he was going to get out early. And I actually thought that was a good sentence. 15 years, that's a long time for abducting somebody.
Yeah.
I'm surprised que no le dieron como unos fucking 3 or some shit.
Pero we know.
So, for years, almost 10 years, the detectives back in Conway, Arkansas worked hard to build a case against Dick for the murders of Carter and Timmy that would prove...
Because they were on a time crunch.
Yeah.
They were on a time crunch.
That would prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he had committed the crimes. I mean, they had to be very meticulous to find every little piece of evidence that implicated Dick. A lot was riding on this, not only to get justice for Carter and Timmy, but also to keep Lark and her family safe from...
him coming out of jail.
Yeah, and going after them, right? So 2 days before Dick's scheduled release...
2 days.
Which was on August 18th of 2011, he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and was extradited to Arkansas to stand trial.
Wow. Okay, so what did they find?
So the prosecution theorized that Dick killed Carter to make sure he never stood in the way of him winning back Lark, and that Timmy just happened to be at the wrong place and time. They believe that Dick rang Carter's doorbell that night, stood there dressed as a SWAT team member.
Because él se creía SWAT, pues.
En tactical gear, toda la verga.
Sí. No, porque él se creía, pues.
and yelled that it was the police and that they had a search warrant. Once the door was opened, he made his way inside, ordered both men to the floor, and had them place their hands behind their backs. Mm-hmm. He placed folded towels behind Timmy's head, shot him, and then did the same thing to Carter.
You know what? If you think about it, he probably didn't know who was who.
Well, yeah, because
because you said he'd never met him.
Yeah, but I'm sure uno está viejo, uno está joven.
Sí, güey, pero I'm just saying, maybe he didn't know.
I see. He knew, but he couldn't leave one alive.
Oh.
You know? The defense argued that there was no reason for Dick to want to kill Carter or Timmy.
No reason.
The evidence presented was all circumstantial, and there was no physical evidence linking him to the crime, nor was there a murder weapon that was ever found.
That's true, though.
You know? Yep. Remember what we always say, the only thing that they have to do is cause doubt. At the end of the trial, the jury deliberated for less than an hour, 40 minutes. And on January 22nd, 2013, Dick Conte, or Conte, was found guilty of 2 counts of capital murder and was sentenced to life in prison.
Okay.
Dick Conte died in prison on December 7th of 2017.
Why? ¿De qué se murió el compa?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Sorry.
Probably heart attack or killed himself or something.
And that is the case of the murder of Carter Elliott and Timmy Wayne Robertson.
So we're never going to find out what they found and why they were able, like, there's no evidence of what they said?
Oh, just everything, like all the circumstantial evidence.
And everything that they had found.
Yeah, and then Lark testified, Ashley testified.
Him being a weirdo.
Yeah, and they brought up también que, he had abducted Lark, even though that shouldn't play a part into the murder of, of Carter and Timmy.
No, that means that he went that far.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, let us know what you think. I think that he did kill them, and I'm glad that he was in jail. I'm mad that he died, but anyhow, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, you can at
Cafecito and Growing Pod. And if you would like to download our episodes, leave a review and or rate us, we would really appreciate it.
Thank you so much to everyone that supports us, and then we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Oh, wow.
They both appear to have been. They both appear to have shot wounds or wound shots. ¿Cómo se dice?
Wound shots.
It's shot wounds, no?
No. Yeah, shot wounds. Wound shots. I don't know. Wound shots. No, shot wounds.
Right?
Wounds of shots. They got shot. They got shot. They had got shot.
They both appear to have gun wounds. Gun wounds.
Right? We're both idiots. Yeah. Gun wounds, no way. How's
gunshot wounds? Gunshot wounds.
What the fuck is wrong with us? You know what? Just fire me. Please. Please just let me go home. I can't believe this.